2.
Welcome to LoveLine
with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I'm still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down. All right, keep your shirt on. LoveLine's meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
All right, let me correct that. Dr. Drew's not here. His flunky is in. Dr. Marcel, the man who consults him on all his augmentation questions. Dr. Marcel is a board-certified plastic surgeon, are you not?
That would be me.
And you're a regular doctor, too, right?
I sure try to be.
And, all right, we'll get into plastic surgery in just one moment. Ric Ocasek is our guest tonight, formerly, well, you know Ric Ocasek. Okay. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455, and let's start the show. First, just want to start off by saying we had, who do we have in here last night? Oh, Motley Crue was in here last night, so it's quite a transition from the... from the calming aura of Ric Ocasek to the sort of out-of-control id of Motley Crue, but they're nice guys. Mm-hmm. And especially Tommy Lee's a nice guy, and we've had him on the show before. And I noticed... All right, you can put the board down.
I'm just trying to help there, yeah.
I noticed that Tommy was driving a beautiful Ferrari Testarossa last night, and I enjoy cars, so I said, whose Testarossa is that? And Tommy said, it's mine during the commercial, and then he let me drive it last night after the show. But this isn't this is fun for me. It's not necessarily a fun radio story, but here's what's kind of funny is I said to him, hey, I got in, I was looking, and I love cars, and this is a, $100,000 Ferrari, and I said, man, what year is this? And he goes, I don't know. I thought to myself, boy, you're doing good when you got a Ferrari and you don't even know the frickin' year.
That's right.
I mean, you're making some money.
Life is good.
You have a $100,000 Italian supercar, and you're not sure what year it is.
That's beautiful.
Okay. All right. Can we get that laugh track queued up, Engineer Mike? All right. Rick is here because Rick is talking about, what the hell's the name of the CD? Troubleizing. Mm-hmm. This, I hear, is the fifth solo CD since the Cars. So, but we'll start with the Cars and we'll move forward. First off, I'd like to say was a huge Cars fan.
That's nice.
First concert I ever saw, I believe, at the age of 16, was a Cars somewhere in like Long Beach Civic Arena. And when Just What I Needed came out, and was that like 79?
Yeah, 79.
This, to me, was revolutionary because it was like pretty much Skinnerd and REO Speedwagon up until that for me.
Right.
So I thought, hey, this is cool. This is new. And did you do stuff before the Cars? Did you have another band? Did you do solo stuff?
Yeah, I had lots of bands, actually. I must have had about a half a dozen bands before the Cars. But actually, the Cars was a permutation of a lot of the people in the Cars were in some of those other bands.
I see.
But, yeah, I had plenty of bands before that, plenty of jobs.
And why is it, in your estimation, that the other bands didn't take off and the Cars went through the roof?
I think it was partly because of the kind of musicians I had in the bands. Like some guys would be into jazz and some guys would be into the Grateful Dead and, just finding actually the right people that played, for the song's sake. Probably made that band pretty good. I think just being more focused on songs, period.
And when did the Cars break up? What year officially?
I'd say around 86, 7.
And did you do solo stuff in between there while you're with the Cars?
Yeah, I had a couple. Had a couple of solo albums. That's a funny word because it kind of means you're playing by yourself. But I had 2 albums during that tenature, and then I've had 3 since.
And Billy Corrigan produced this latest one?
He produced half of it, yeah.
And you produced the other half?
Yeah.
Can we hear the difference between the half you did and the half he did?
I don't think so.
Was he a fan?
I think he probably was. I was a fan of his. I think he might have been a fan of the Cars as well.
He's probably about the right age. I mean, he probably grew up.
Yeah, I'm sure he did because I know he covered one Cars song on one of his records. He did You're All I Got Tonight.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that kind of, spurred me to, want him as a producer.
Is that, had you not known him, did he have to ask for permission or anything to do that? Or did you just talk to the record label?
People don't usually need permission. They can usually just cover a song if they want to.
You get money, though?
They just need to pay the royalty, yeah.
And did you write all the Car songs?
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote all the Car songs.
Now, you're kind of a... See, like I had... have you ever met Rick before,
No.
Dr. Marcel? I had this vibe off him that he was more aloof or enigmatic or something like that. He's a very warm, genuine guy.
He's a regular family man.
Yeah, I know. I was married to a still married to a supermodel, right?
Yeah, I'm still married to her.
Paulina, I can't pronounce her last name, but...
Poroskova.
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
She don't need any work from you.
No. Bad for the economy.
Bad for yours. All right. Let me just talk briefly about some of the other bands you've been producing before we get into the questions. Iggy Pop we've had on the show. It's pretty cool. As a matter of fact, you guys kind of sound alike.
Maybe so. Yeah. I produced one of his records, but maybe that talking thing.
Yeah.
No, I certainly always respected him.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a real mellow guy, but when he gets on stage, he goes absolutely insane.
Oh, he's a great performer, yeah.
Yeah, I know. He knocked me over when I was bringing him out on
did he?
stage in Minneapolis at the Edge Fest. They said, they go, get out there and bring out Iggy Pop. And I said, this is one of these big summer festival concerts, and Iggy was like headlining. And I said, you know what? I've been out on stage now 11 times, and the last time I was out there, somebody threw like a Crown Royal bottle at me. So I don't want to go back out there. Let Iggy go back out there. And they said, go bring out Iggy. And I said, I don't even know where Iggy is. Go out there, bring out Iggy. And I came from one side of the stage, and Iggy came from the other side of the stage, and we collided at the microphone at the same time. And Iggy's like 130 pounds, but Bobcat's 100 pounds and could kick your ass.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the Iggy approach. Iggy's just a big ball of gristle.
Yeah, he's a good muscle guy.
Big shirtless ball of gristle, and he didn't, I don't think he knew who I was, and he just grabbed the mic and knocked me out of the way and went right into one of his songs.
Pure adrenaline.
He certainly does have it. So Weezer, we've had them in. I don't think we like them. Are they all a-holes? Are they hard to work with?
No, they're all pretty nice guys.
Yeah.
Rivers is a good guy. He's a good thinking man.
Yeah, all right, a lot of thinking. Iggy we like, though. Hole we haven't had on the show. Not a Surf I think we've had. These are the bands that Rick has produced. And D-Generation. Thought they were okay. I think they were drunk and eating candy. Does that sound like them?
Sounds possible.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Black Grape. No, D-Generation are New York guys.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of attitude. I mean, they're a band.
Yeah, right.
Right. They got that. They didn't drop out of, dental hygienist school or
Right,
something to start a band.
Right, exactly. They don't go to Harvard. Right.
Oh, no. They would be immediately escorted off the campus.
But Rivers does.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and who do you know from, did you do Bad Religion, too?
Yeah.
Those are great guys.
Yeah, I like those guys a lot. No, there's a guy who's pretty smart, too. He's got a doctorate degree.
Yeah, the whole band, Greg and the rest of the crew.
Yeah, Greg's
but
a great talker.
Real smart guys, real nice guys, real articulate guys. Not that Weezer, though. Roman.
Yeah.
You're 18. You're on with Ric Ocasek.
I had a couple of questions for Rick.
Right.
Okay, what did you think about the Smashing Pumpkins cover? And what do you think it was like to work with Billy?
Well, I love the way he covered "You're All I Got Tonight." He stripped it down to basically nothing and sang over it. So it sounded a great alternative way to do it. Working with him was great. I actually wanted to work with him because I felt like he had like a lot of control over his situation. He was a songwriter. He was another band member, and so I actually was seeking that type of control, because I guess usually I'm in control, but I thought it would be fun to see what somebody else might do with it. And he did a great job.
Roman?
Yeah, okay, because my friend Loopy and I are like really big fans of the Pumpkins, and we really want to get your CD, so.
Wonderful. Well, he's singing on it.
All right.
It's called Troubleizing, and it's out September 9th?
Yep, that's right.
All right, so you got about I don't know. What is that?
A year.
What year? 97? Yeah. What do you got? 2 months? Is that what that is? Or
About
1
a
month?
About a month.
What are, I don't know where we are. I'm on my period. All right, Roman.
All right.
All right. Very good, Marcel. Michelle.
Yeah.
Hey, you're 14. You're on LoveLine with Ric Ocasek and Dr. Marcel filling in for Dr. Drew.
Okay, hey, my problem is I'm 14 and I'm pregnant. I got pregnant maybe about a week ago. I figured out maybe about a week ago also, probably around the day after I figured out I was pregnant, that my boyfriend who got me pregnant was bisexual. And before I knew I was pregnant, me and some of my friends were doing some alcohol and some drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if maybe that would affect the birth of my child. And my boyfriend doesn't want anything to do with this baby because, I confronted him about his bisexual because I caught him French kissing a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he got really pissed off and everything. And then my dad won't support me if I have this baby.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I have an abortion, my dad won't support me then, and he won't help pay for anything.
Uh-huh. Okay. We all have to kill ourselves. That is the answer. You, me, Rick, Marcel, North America.
Won't help pay for it.
And Michelle?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right now, nothing.
What's going on in the background? You screwing with the radio?
No.
Okay. You're 14.
Yeah.
How old's your boyfriend?
He's 15.
How's he bisexual at 15?
I don't know.
What's up with you? I mean, what's up with your family?
Well, it's like my family's kind of messed up because my parents got divorced like when I was 2.
Right.
And then I've lived with my father, and my sister's like in a group home and all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where's your mom?
I don't know. She's just been gone.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Michelle, you come from a pretty chaotic environment, right?
Pretty much.
Right. You listen to the show?
Yeah.
All right, so you're kind of on your way to more chaos,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you're 14, you're pregnant, your boyfriend's bisexual, your mom is God knows where, your sister's in a home. I mean,
she does alcohol and drugs.
You do alcohol and drugs. You're really on a slippery slope here, Michelle. Do you want to keep the child?
Yes, I do. But it's like
you do. Why?
my dad won't support me or anything.
Right. What about having the child and giving it up for adoption?
I would rather keep the baby than not knowing where it's going, or I would rather keep the baby and raise it myself.
But if you keep it, you kind of know where it's going, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what about an abortion?
I don't want an abortion, but I was thinking maybe since the alcohol and the drugs, maybe it would come out deformed, and I was wondering maybe the best option would be for an abortion so it wouldn't come out with all these defections or something.
Well, we can all jump in here. I'm not a fan of abortion, and I don't think anybody is. I think it should be legal. I think women should have the option. It's nothing pretty, and it's it's not something in a great world you like to do. But sometimes I think you're talking about a lesser of two evils. And I think between the alcohol and the drugs you've ingested, plus the fact that this kid does not really stand a chance in the environment. I mean, you barely stand a chance in this environment, Michelle.
Okay.
Much less the child. To me, this is a humane option. But that's mine. Or give the kid up for adoption. But you need to focus on yourself. You need to get yourself out of this environment. You need to stop the booze and the drugs. You need to, stay out of a relationship for a while. I mean, you need to take care of yourself. You don't need a distraction right now.
Have you ever gotten any counseling?
Yeah, right now we're in family counseling.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Whose idea was that?
It's sort of like a process because...
The court?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, okay. I had a feeling that Pop didn't have an epiphany. Mm-hmm. He didn't put down the 40-ouncer one night, turn off Baywatch, and go, you know what? We need to be self-actualized as a unit. All right, so the court has forced you guys into counseling?
Well, they it's not really the court. It's more like the social workers and...
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what's going on, though, Michelle, with you being pregnant.
Okay.
you're keeping the chain alive. You know what I mean? I'd like to. Here's what I'd like to do on this show, and I know Drew would as well. I didn't hang up on her; she can hear me. I just put her on hold. We're sort of interested in breaking the chain. A lot of the people we talk to, 15, 16, 18 years old, come from divorced families, substance abuse, oftentimes physical abuse, emotional abuse, and I don't think we're ever going to make that right. But what I would love to be able to put a dent in is them not abusing somebody. Them not. Yes, you were sexually abused, but you don't have to go out and rape a woman now on your 18th birthday. Or your mom was pregnant at 15 with you and died of cirrhosis of the liver. You don't have to be pregnant at 14 and have an alcohol problem. And you know, I know that that goes against every fiber in a lot of people. I mean, it's absolutely no coincidence that she's 14, pregnant, drinking, and has a chaotic relationship. But if we can just, you know, get a little bit of, I mean, I think this is the only chance we have as a society. What do you think, Rick?
Yeah, I kind of think that too. I mean, having a child is such a huge responsibility, and it takes so much time in your life that you'll barely have time to even like find work or, you know, just support yourself generally. And actually, I don't even think that at 14 years old, you're actually even, you might think you're mature, but you're just definitely not mature enough to understand, like, how big life can be. So
I think it's a form of abuse in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, to raise a child with a 14-year-old mother and no father.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
certainly.
it's tantamount to child abuse. It's not overt, but it's certainly in the big picture, I'd rather be raised by. I'd rather get spanked once in a while and have old mom and pop there.
I mean, you're stacking the deck.
Right. So, Michelle, you are at a sort of a fork in the road here. One side reads the usual route of the Michelle family, and the other is, hey, give the kid up for adoption, finish high school, get a little college education, get a career, get married, and start a sane family 10 years from now.
Yeah. Understand why you're doing the things you're doing in your life.
Right. It's and I wish we would talk about this more as a government and as a society. I mean, to me, this is when you talk about crime or overpopulation or unemployment or the welfare state or whatever it is, whatever the big problem of the day is, crime, whatever. It all comes back to this. I mean, you know, Michelle's sister's in a home, and they have social workers coming over to the house. I mean, this is where all the resources are going.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pick a happier call. Stephanie, 15.
Yes. All right. I am 5'2", and I weigh 115 pounds, and I wear a D cup already.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seriously thinking of having a breast reduction down to at least a C or maybe a B.
You know, I just thought of this. I know it sounds nonsensical, but if I was a woman with a small breast, I would wear just a tremendous size D cup bra anyway, just in case people ask, what size cup? What's your cup?
There you
D.
go.
All right, thank you. That's what I want to engineer my.
Right, but I mean, so many guys just look at me for my breast, and when I play sports, I mean, these sports bras are like no good.
Well, one, it's probably very difficult for you to play sports.
Marcel, you are a breast man. Go ahead. I mean, you do it for a living.
Yeah, I do.
So go ahead and tell her the ins and outs.
Basically, large breasts are not all they're cracked up to be, as you'll find for most women that have large breasts. Most of them wish they were smaller because large breasts limit what you can wear, what you can do.
And women with small breasts wish they were larger.
Yeah, there's no happy medium, and that's actually what keeps a lot of plastic surgeons in business.
Right.
But from a health point of view, large breasts, especially on a small frame like you have, can give you chronic back pain, neck pain, can cause you a lot of, you get bra strap grooving. And tell you the truth, at your age, having breasts your size, it can give you quite a complex about yourself because all the high school guys, all they're going to be looking at is about a foot below your nose.
Right. But let me make this example. I was I wasn't using this specific one last night, but men are attracted to physicality. Let's face it. I mean, as much as we'd like to say we're not, and a guy like Rick over here, he's a smart guy, he's a poet, he's a photographer, he's an artist, he's a scholar, still hanging with a supermodel. He's no dummy. I mean, even guys who have their head screwed on straight know enough to know, hey, listen, I love a beautiful woman. And this is what guys are attracted to. Now, I'm not saying that, like, Paulina doesn't have a beautiful mind either, but who cares? I mean, look at her. We love beauty, and it's a physical thing. And we don't have any problem as a society, again, using Paulina, she's 6 foot tall, beautiful eyes, beautiful brown hair, beautiful legs, beautiful ass. You say, this is a beautiful woman, and there's no problem with someone being attracted to that. Right. Again, all physical attributes, but it's sort of acceptable. But if a woman just has big breasts and a guy's attracted to that, he's a pig. And I would argue, why is a guy a pig if he likes big breasts as opposed to guys chasing the hot ass or the nice legs? I mean, it's just a physical part of a woman. I mean, you're 15, any 15, 16-year-old guy you're going after, I mean, they're all, who is going after you, they're all going after the, captain of the cheerleading squad or whatever. It's all about physical appearance. This is like one more reason for them to be attracted to you physically. What do you think of that argument? No,
I mean, I think it has a lot of merit, but at that age, that's all they're going after.
Right.
Pure and simple. Okay. These large breasts.
Do you think I should get the reduction?
I'll tell you the truth. At your age, when did you start developing?
Probably I know by 12 I was already into a B.
Are you pretty stable with your size right now? Is it over the last 6 months or a year? Have you gotten continually bigger or about what you are now?
It's been like a little continuous growth over like a year.
Yeah, if it's been fairly stable, this probably might not be a bad time for you to consider a breast reduction, only because one, I know that sounds...
It really breaks my heart as a breast man.
Yeah, but she'll feel better about herself.
All right, but that doesn't make me feel better about myself.
I mean, I love my breasts, but it's just I can't do as much. I can't wear, what I could wear if they were smaller.
Out of all the operations that plastic surgeons do to the breast, reconstruction, augmentation, reduction, breast reduction probably is the highest percentage of satisfied patients, only because it satisfies so many things that they are looking for.
Is there some sort of age requirement, though? I mean, you wouldn't do it on a 13-year-old, would you?
Actually, some young women get what's called virginal hypertrophy, which is they get incredible development of their breasts, and it's almost a medical. It's an absolute necessity.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Oh. And so you can get at a young age. Unfortunately for them, because what's going on in their lives, their breasts keep developing. They might need a second breast reduction a few years down the road.
Where are the what are the key breast growth years?
Well, usually
because I go down to the junior high once in a while and do a little speaking, and I just want to know. I mean, is it like when you hit puberty, or?
Yeah, it's usually around the time you hit puberty, so around 10, 11, something around there.
And when do the breasts stop growing?
Well, typically they stop growing or in late adolescence, but then when women get pregnant, some of them gain breast size and keep it. Other women lose breast size.
Rick, are you a breast man?
No, not particularly. And I'm also skeptical about just having things like that done, period. I'm skeptical about people changing their bodies.
Well, I hear that argument a lot.
But I imagine if it would be a health risk, I could see it. But on the other hand, I just think people should just sort of maintain what they have.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're running late for a break. This will be interesting because we got a rock star over here, and we have a plastic surgeon over here, and we can debate this. I'll sort of mediate when we come back with more Ric Ocasek on LoveLine.
The voices are trying to throw me off while I'm trying to concentrate on this.
Okay, you're safe.
Thank you. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, this is Iggy top, and you're listening to LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Yes, it's Iggy Pop, and Ric Ocasek is here tonight. Dr. Marcel sitting in for Dr. Drew here on LoveLine. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. And we'll get to the boob debate in just 1 second. But let me ask you a question, Rick, that I'm sure you get a lot. Ever thought about a Cars reunion?
No, I never thought about it. And there won't be any.
Are all the other
thoughts off.
I'm sure like whoever the drummer was on the Cars is looking to get back together. I mean, he wants to quit that job at the Hot Dog on a Stick and get back
maybe
with the band.
But I actually just wouldn't want to go back in time and recreate anything like that.
Do you look at that as kind of sad? I mean, when you see other bands doing it, or do you just say that's their thing, but it's not my thing?
Yeah, I kind of say it's their thing, but not mine.
What are the other guys from the Cars doing?
Well, actually, the keyboard player played on this record a little bit. Greg, he does pretty good amount of music. Elliot, the guitar player, I think he plays with Creedence Clearwater on their tour.
Oh, really?
He's a musician on that. The drummer, actually, as you mentioned, is basically builds pretty good fine furniture.
Did everyone make enough money that they can just sort of? I mean, did they buy their house and pay off their car and say, "Screw it, I'm going to build furniture now"?
I think they probably have some income from from just classic rock, as it were, or just catalog sales of the cars. And I think that in their prime they probably had certainly enough money to buy homes and a small Volkswagen.
Now did you get, as you wrote most of the songs or all the songs?
Yeah.
So that means you get the lion's share of the money?
That's right, yeah.
And how does it work? And you don't have to tell me, exact numbers or anything. But and forget about the Cars. Let's just take any band.
Right.
And let's say there's a front man. He writes the songs, he sings the songs, and the rest of the guys play the instruments, and that's the band. When the money comes in, how does it break down percentage-wise?
Well, usually, I mean, bands deal with it differently, but I think that the regular way it's dealt with is usually share royalties on like record sales between the band in an equal amount, 1/5 if it's a 5-piece band. You would share probably all performances, like live touring,
right?
Probably 5 ways, everything. But as far as writing the songs go, it's a separate thing. That's like a publishing situation. And I think that if you write the song, you should have the publishing.
Right. Sure.
Not that I don't think you need to be a democratic about that.
Right.
Because you're certainly spending the time doing the writing. You certainly have to have had to develop the talent to be able to do it.
But what about a case where like you come up with a song idea and it's it's 75% there, or maybe it's 100% there in your mind, but then you get together with the rest of the band and you get into the studio and you start working things out, and it kind of turns into a little bit of a different song.
Well, in that situation, I would imagine that if that the person who wrote most of the song would probably think it was a good idea to share some of it.
Did that ever happen with your stuff, or did you just write it and go, here's the sheet music, boys, 1, a 2, and a 3?
Yeah, I think in my situation, I basically just wrote it the way it would have, that's the way it was.
Okay, so you didn't, because I saw that Doors movie, and Ray Manzarek came in with that one little organ riff, and then Val Kilmer had his own little lyrical thing, and it turned into a sort of a free-form jam. And that's the only thing I have to reference, actually.
Yeah, well, if I did co-write a couple of songs on some of the Cars records with actually Greg, the keyboard player, who would come over to my house and lay like music down on an 8-track, and then I would write the song on something that he had already put there, and then I would share the song with him, as I should.
So you wouldn't, you don't have to work,
not as
right?
far as an arrangement. Do I have to work? No.
I mean, and I'm not trying to corner you here. I know
right.
The IRS may be listening, but what I'm saying is from the work you did with the cars and the publishing rights and that sort of thing. Once you broke up in the late '80s, that's it, or '86, I believe it was. That's it, right? I mean, you wouldn't have to. You'd just be getting checks, right?
Right.
And you make a ton of money just getting those checks, right?
I do.
I got to form a band.
I do pretty good.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Where'd you meet Paulina? It's a modeling
Actually,
thing?
I met her on the video Drive, which was on one of the songs on the Heartbeat City record.
Oh,
she was actually in that video.
Wait a minute. And actually, I have to say this, too. The Cars, one of the first bands to come out with some really cool produced videos. Yeah. I mean, especially when you're looking at the stuff that was going on back then. It's like, hey, you flock of seagull guys, puff up your hair. We're going to put you on a big turntable. And you move around and just play your instruments. There, that's cool. All right, we're finished. What is there another record, another cut on the album we need to do today? But you guys did stuff. Was she the? Wait a minute. Who was All I Want Is You? Who was that one?
That's You Might Think.
Oh, all right.
And that was actually
the
the
end
one.
part of the lyric.
No, that's cool. That's the one Charlex did, where my head is on a fly.
Yeah. Right.
Everyone
hey, you're the guy with the
that.
fly head, right?
Yeah.
Who's that model?
Actually, she was a model that they actually hired who, was pretty good.
Yeah, could have married her too.
Actually, she's married to a pretty top music writer, I think, at this point. One of the Rolling Stone writers or something. But yeah, she was good in that video.
Yeah. So, whose idea was it? If it was any one person's idea to say, "Hey, all these videos suck. Let's do something cool."
Well, we were certainly aware of, we wanted to do things different every time. We wanted to try to do different videos. We wanted them to be good. So some were good, some were silly.
And they were shot on film, weren't they?
Usually, yeah.
Whereas that wasn't really the call of the day back then.
Well, I think it was the call of the day. People didn't use video much.
They didn't?
No,
I thought all that earlier stuff was done with video.
Maybe occasionally. I don't.
Jeez, it really looks bad for film.
I think most things were done on film.
And you guys were smart in that you got real good-looking women to be in your videos. I don't know if anyone ever watches that, like, MTV Remembers or anything, but you see some of these things where it's like Journey, 1979, they're out on a pier and they're playing like an air guitar and some chick comes bopping along the boardwalk and you're thinking to yourself, whose sister's that? I mean, is this all they could get? They're doing a video, for Christ's sake. No one figured out, hey, let's put like legitimate models in videos early on. Now, of course, they're top heavy with that. All right, so that's where you met Paulina. And she was a fan of the Cars?
I don't think she even knew who the Cars were, actually, at that point in time. She was just over, and she had only been in America for a year. I think she knew who I was from a solo record, and she recognized that my last name was Czech, and she was Czech as well.
Right.
And I think that was... Actually, when I met her for the first time for the video, she didn't even know that I was in the band The Cars, but she knew that she knew me from the video, but she didn't know I was in The Cars.
But I think she's just saying that. I really do.
Well, sounds pretty true.
Whenever great-looking women get hooked up with real successful guys, they always claim they didn't know who they were. It's like, unless they're trying to sue them for some sort of sexual assault.
She was pretty successful, in her own right, really.
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
I'd say so.
At that time.
Understatement.
All right. Adrian.
Hi, Adam.
Hey, you're 16.
Yes, I'm 16 and I like a guy who's 52. We're not going out, but I'd like to. The potential is there, and a lot of people are telling me that to want a guy much older makes me either perverted or him perverted, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. What do you think?
Who is this guy? Hal Linden?
No, it's Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees.
It is?
Yes.
Oof.
I've had the biggest crush on him for about a year.
I think he's kind of crazy, so you could probably get him.
Thanks, Adam.
Seriously, is this the guy you're talking about?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. I'm going to go see him on the 9th of August. I'm just totally crazy about him.
And where did you find him? I mean, did you get turned on to the Monkees by seeing like the reruns of the TV show?
I watch him every night.
Mm-hmm.
I taped every episode, and I read Mickey's book 5 times already.
Have you seen Mickey lately?
Oh gosh, I saw him last summer for my 16th birthday.
And you're still into him?
Oh yes.
Okay.
I've been into him for 13 years.
Wasn't there a movie called The Crush?
Yes, but it had. I don't think it had to do with an older. It wasn't all right, a little older, but it wasn't Mickey Dolenz old. All right, well, Adrian.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You're not going to do anything, are you?
Oh no! I just want to meet him.
Okay.
I want to.
All right, so fine. That's good. I'm going to meet Mother Teresa. It doesn't mean I want to start a relationship with her.
Oh no! I just want to date him for as a friend.
Oh, you want to date him as a friend?
Well, get to know him, get crazy with him. You know what I mean?
All right.
All
right, Adrian. Let's cut to the chase.
Okay.
Why aren't you going out with guys your own age?
'Cause none of them are cute as Mickey.
All right. Give us the real answer. Are they not interested in you?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. All right. So this is you're sort of escaping into a fantasy world.
Yes, I am.
All right. I understand that. What's up with you? Why don't you think they're attracted to you?
You're fat.
Please, Drew. Sorry.
Me? I don't know, 'cause I'm wild, crazy.
Uh-huh.
I'm not cute.
You're not?
No.
No. And so, so here's what's going on. You don't think you're attractive.
No.
You don't think guys around your age in high school find you attractive.
Well, no.
So instead of sort of, taking your lumps, you're just escaping into this fantasy world where you're... what about Peter?
He's cute. He's cute. He's in his own ways.
All right. The point is you're sort of escaping into this fantasy world where you don't really have to concentrate on the reality of your situation.
Mm-mm.
Right. So you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, but you're just sort of buying yourself a little time. You're not really doing yourself any good.
No.
Right?
Right.
It was like my obsession with Adrian Barbeau through junior high. Eventually, reality came back and kicked me in the ass. You're not a...
I thought you were wild about Beth Ringwald.
Oh, yeah, I'm into her, too. They should just call me. It's Molly Ringwald's sister. They lived down the street from me when I grew up, and I was a huge fan of hers.
Oh, yeah. I saw it on the TV show.
Yeah, she wasn't a big fan of mine. But let me tell you, the worm has turned now.
Okay.
Oh, yes. All right, listen, Adrian.
Yes.
What's wrong with these calls tonight?
Huh?
I blame Marcel. Adrian?
Yes?
Go ahead and have fun with this, but, try to date some guys your own age.
I did that once, but it didn't work out.
All right. It's not going to work out again and then 5 times after that, but eventually it's going to work out.
But okay, can I ask another question?
No, that's it. Date people your own age.
Okay.
If you're not attractive, then find someone else who's not attractive and
done that.
Raise an unattractive family.
I've already done that, Hal.
All right, well, do it again, please. What the hell am I? I can only handle so much neuroses in 4 minutes. I mean, how do you deal with all the people are... What is it tonight? Why is everyone so screwed up?
Issues of self-esteem. How's that? I was trying to think like Drew there. So.
Yeah, don't think like Drew to screw everyone up.
All right.
It sucks the energy right out of the room. All right, here's what I'd like you to do, Marcel. I'd like you to pick a fun call. All right, whoever you have lined up next, just go ahead and sell that one right into the microphone. You can use whoever you had lined up there. All right, who is that? Cherie? Sell it, Marcel. Read the thing, sell it into the mic.
Well, we've got Cherie on line 1, whose boyfriend doesn't make her climax during oral sex. And do we have any suggestions?
We certainly will when we're back with more LoveLine with Ric Ocasek.
I don't think they're aware of how much they suck.
Hey, that's not very nice. You kissed my mother with that mouth? I mean, your mother? LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Marcel, and he is Ric Ocasek. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Who's in tomorrow night? The Goo Goo Dolls. Oh, we had a good week this week. Kristen Johnson from Big Blonde from Third Rock from the Sun was in here. Oh, Marcel, you missed them all. I mean, you got Rick. Sorry, Rick. You know the way I'm saying. Motley Crue was in here last night. That was fun. Rick tonight and Goo Goo Dolls tomorrow night. And producer Ann, who do we have coming up? You don't have to tell me, but we can just, go ahead and tell me. Bill Bellamy and Naked. And when's Blues Traveler coming on? Because I love those guys.
The 25th of August.
Okay. Perhaps I'll bring my saxophone back into the studio and jam down again with Big John Popper. It was quite a show. John with the harp, me with the tenor sax. It was really magic. I'll explain how the magic worked while we're playing the song, Rick. Hang On Tight is the name of the song we're going to listen to. Troubleizing is the name of Rick's newest solo effort. Not out yet. 9/9. It is out September 9th. And give it a listen.
Into the microchip and you're falling on your feet and you're running to the west side and you're trying to be discreet and you're falling for the hip line and you're busting out of here and you're hanging with the subline and you're living out your fears. But you hang on tight. Like love at first sight. But you hang on tight. Like it was your last night. Your last night. Well, you're dancing on the windowsills and you're popping things that count and you never felt a real slide, no significant amount, and you're going around at warp speed and you're fishing for a break and you're living on the east side and you never feel sedate. And you're living in a dream world and you're jumping on the roof and when you're crawling down the hallway you're still trying to act aloof, but somewhere in your dark side everything's fucked. It seeps into your vision of being thunderstruck. Yeah. But you hang on tight. Like love at first sight. But you hang on tight. Like it was your last night.
Hang On Tight from Ric Ocasek off of Troubleizing, again out 9-9. And that was, what's her name from Hole in the background?
Melissa.
Right.
Yep.
And the Hole is 2 girls and...
3 girls.
3 girls. And like one guy's like a girl?
No, he's like a guy.
Is
Eric.
he?
It's Eric, yeah. He's a fantastic guy.
Okay. No. Let me ask you about your posture for just 1 second, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
I notice you're sitting. Rick is, how tall are you, Rick?
6'4".
And you have Rick sitting, and these chairs aren't a whole lot of chair. I mean, it's just like a small desk chair is what we have here. And Rick has fit his entire 6'4" frame onto this chair as if they're like roaches on the floor or something.
Mm-hmm.
Are you into yoga or anything?
No, actually, I don't even know why I sit like this. I find myself sitting like this, everywhere I sit. I think it's I don't know, maybe I'm just limber.
Doesn't hurt your nuts at all?
No, pretty good with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a steel cup though.
And I'm guessing, I don't want to pry too much, but I'm guessing you're pretty good sexually because of your flexibility.
Yeah, I can do lots of amazing tricks.
Yeah, that's. I'm not. If I even watch an Olympic floor routine, my nuts hurt. I am that unflexible. I mean, there's no. You ever see guys who, or actually women do this, where they'll sit down and they'll sit on their foot, or they'll just sit there and they'll be in like sort of a quasi lotus position. It's just hour upon hour. I don't think. I mean, not that there's anything abnormal about you, Rick. I just don't think guys normally are designed to do this.
Well, I don't know. I think it's funny. I think some people do it and some people don't.
Right.
I've seen lots of people do it. In fact, people have commented to me, I sit like that too.
Well, you should start
really?
some sort of support group or something.
Have a club or something.
Well, you have to be.
Perchers.
You have to be. You have to be rangy to be able to get away with it. I mean, you cannot be robust.
No, I don't think so.
Fat guys
can't have too much in the way.
Fat guys are very limited in how they can sit. They basically have to lie back and spread their legs.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do any of that. I got my knee in my ear, and I'm resting my cheek on my other kneecap. All right, Marcel?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure you're with us. We got to go to break already. When we come back, we'll have more Ric Ocasek and his knees.
I don't go in for these backdoor shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Shenanigans.
Chips, dips, chains, whips.
Shenanigans.
Basic high school orgy type of thing.
LoveLine will be right back.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Hi, this is AJ from the Verve Pipe, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and that sexy Dr. Drew.
Yes, the Verve Pipe. Very nice band. You ever met the Verve Pipe guys?
No, I haven't met them.
Very, every single one of those guys, incredibly nice. Right up there with Bad Religion. All right, but not up there with Weezer. All right, we have to go to a quick 10-second break. We'll be back with Dr. Marcel and Ric Ocasek on LoveLine in 10.
This is LoveLine on
radio station
WEBN Cincinnati.
Ric Ocasek is here. Rick has a CD coming out called Troubleizing, his 5th, I believe, solo effort. And how many with the Cars altogether?
6, 7, something like that.
Well, it's not that many for the. I mean, Jesus Christ. First off, was the Cars the first one, then Candio the second one?
Yeah, exactly. The Cars, Candio, Panorama.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, first off, usually we have a lot of bands in here, and you hear about the. Here's what I'm trying to say. A lot of them had 3 or 4 records out before the one you heard of, and you just never heard of those 3 or 4 because they didn't really have any success before this one. And then a lot of them had a first one that you heard of, and then the 3 or 4 after that you never heard of. But the Cars were, I don't want to say lucky enough, but talented enough to come out with the first one. It was huge, and have the follow-up, and the follow-up be huge as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I mean, did you get spoiled having like 8 of the 11 songs on the CD were all in rotation at the same time?
It was overwhelming, really.
Was it?
Quite honestly, yeah, it was, because we had no idea. We thought, first record, we thought, okay, well, we'll have a good local record here. It'll sell like 20,000 copies or something. So it was actually it was a slow build, though. It took a year for the first record to get really around the country.
It did?
I remember it going in like little pockets, but to have the, records after that be successful as well was pretty.
How old were you when the first Cars CD came out? Or I should say record, actually.
Oh, I was in my 20s somewhere.
And did you spin out at all, or
no?
did
I think I was actually mature enough to not spin out. For some reason, I think maybe I kept an eye on people who spun out. Not that I thought I was going to be, successful with this stuff, but I basically had I certainly didn't want to spin out.
So you never.
I wasn't going to take the ride up and then have the big fall.
Right. Did anyone else in the band spin out?
Nobody really. Nobody really spun out. I think everybody kept it pretty together.
That's refreshing, especially when you guys got big, because, I mean, it was the early 80s, let's say, and everyone was rich, everyone had Coke. Coke was good for you back then, and there was no AIDS, and it was basically, hey, let's get loaded, let's get it on, and not to spin out in that decade, especially that part of that decade, is a pretty good feat. All right, Rick has to get out of here, but why don't we do this? We'll take one more call, and then we'll say bye. Okay, we won't, but Rick will. Cherie.
Yeah.
You're 22.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Do you remember when I was talking about the whole energy thing?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Cherie?
Yeah.
What's your problem?
My problem is that while I enjoy my boyfriend giving me oral pleasure, I can't climax during it. And I was wondering if you had any pointers or helpful hints, or...
I think Rick needs to handle this one.
Or little tricks that you guys do,
I don't really have a bag of tricks in terms of oral sex. Rick, do you have any suggestions?
Well, I don't know. It depends on whether... I suppose it depends on whether you can climax even without oral sex.
Can you do that, Cherie?
Well, I don't know. I never have through oral sex.
But can you climax when you're not having oral sex?
Yeah, in some positions.
So you can climax when you're having intercourse?
Yeah, but it's not. It's like a G-spot orgasm rather than a clitoral orgasm.
Look, your eyes roll to the back of your head?
Well, one thing is, I think you're kind of responsible for your own orgasms in a way.
Well,
at least helping them along.
Relaxed?
No, well, maybe it's just, that could help, and maybe you just needs to take longer.
Also, you're only 22.
Oh.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
No, actually, a lot of women don't reach their sexual peak until their 30s.
That's Dr. Marcel.
Oh, okay.
Believe me, he knows about sexual peak. He's experimented with women of all ages.
Okay.
And he can tell you that women, as they get older,
are actually more in tune with their bodies, know what it's going to take to get them to an orgasm.
Right. Guys are, I've often said that a woman is a very complicated piece of equipment, and it takes a while in order to figure it out. It's like a woman is like, one of those giant NASA computers or something, and obviously you're not going to go in the first day and master it. A man is like, if it was instruments, it'd be the difference between like a big pipe organ and just a little wooden recorder in terms of... A guy can pretty much figure himself out pretty quickly. Spends the better part of his high school days figuring himself out. And the problem is, by the time he's 30, sometimes gets bored because he's mastered himself at age 17 and a half. Women come on to their stuff later on. And what Marcel is saying is you may be on that path, Cherie.
Oh, okay.
But here's what I'm trying to get out of you.
Okay.
You can have an orgasm, and don't break it down into this kind of orgasm or that kind of orgasm. You can have an orgasm when you're having intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can have an orgasm when you masturbate.
Yeah.
Yes. So
They feel completely different.
And have you ever had an orgasm through oral sex?
No.
No. And do you feel that this guy is doing a good job?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
So the problem lies within you?
Okay.
All right. All right, I'm hanging up on you. Okay, I want to like clear the board and start fresh. I don't know what the hell's going on tonight, but I can't get a goddamn answer out of anybody. I have an orgasm, but it's a G-spot orgasm. It's not a regular orgasm. Please, just answer the frickin' question and step up to the plate. If this guy's doing everything right and you can't have an orgasm, then by reason of deduction, we can figure out that it's up to you. Oh. You're not concentrating, or you're not relaxing, or you're concentrating too hard, or you're too uptight, or whatever it is. I can say through my limited experience that women do not like to be approached the way men like to be approached sexually. And I think some of the problem, and you guys jump in if you have a take on this, is men approach women sometimes sexually the way they'd like to be approached. Fast, hard, rough, sweat flying.
Goal-oriented.
Right. Very, very goal-oriented. That's true. Yes, I got to have an orgasm. When I'm done with this one, I got to have another one. Then I got to get some beer in me to replace the vital fluids, and then I'm going for number 3. Women don't look at it that way usually. I think women, they like to be caressed. They like to be coddled a little bit. They don't really like the fast and furious.
They're not exactly ready for a quick insertion.
Right. And orally as well. If you do that sort of what you learned in the porn movies technique, it is not going to satisfy most women. Am I right, Rick?
I expect so.
See, Rick, I don't want to offend you, but you have a very narrow face, and I'm guessing you could really satisfy a woman orally, because whereas like a big Chinese guy, for instance, his cheeks would get caught up, like a big sumo wrestler type guy, like Odd Job from the James Bond movie, the guy who threw the hat. He'd have to have like an 8-inch tongue just to get near the woman. You know what I'm saying? But Rick has a face like a tent stake. He could just slide right in there.
Texas thin face, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a woman, she could have her legs crossed. Rick would still work his way in between those thighs. All right, so. All right. Rick, you have to go because I think you're doing the morning show tomorrow, are you not?
That's right.
Yeah. Yes, I'm doing the morning.
The earliest I ever woke up.
What time are you going to be in there tomorrow?
I think it's 8 or something, right?
I will already had 5 cups of coffee in me and be there when you show up.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Oh, yes, a familiar face. And do me a favor, Rick, please.
What's that?
Come up and hug me.
All right,
like in front of everybody.
All right, I'll do that.
Because I've had this happen a few times where I do the morning show out here on K-Rock a couple days a week. And we'll have a guest on that night, and they'll come in the following day to the mother station, K-Rock, and come on the morning show. And it's no coincidence. You're out, a lot of guests, you're in town, you're plugging your stuff, and you're making the rounds. So inevitably, I show up at 6:45, and they say, "How was Rick last night? Is he cool? Is he uptight? What kind of guy is he?" And I've done this a bunch of times where I go, "Oh, yeah, these guys were in here. Oh, they're great. They love me. We're like this, man. I mean, we're really tight and was rocking the whole night." And then the person comes in hungover with sunglasses on and walks right past me in front of everybody. And then I have to reintroduce myself to them. And you can imagine it's a humiliating experience after the build-up.
Yeah, we won't let that happen.
So I know you're pretty reserved, and you may not hug a lot of guys. But,
hug everybody.
It really would mean a lot to me if you just came in and went, hey, and call me by a nickname. Call me like Ace.
All right.
Hey, Ace, yeah. And just give me a big hug.
We'll do that.
Okay. All right. Ric Ocasek, everybody. Troubleizing is the name of the CD, out 9/9. And Rick, I'll see you in about 6.5 hours.
All right, good.
Take care. Thanks for coming on. We do appreciate it. Engineer Mike's really getting happy with that cart. All right, Ric Ocasek has left the building. Dr. Marcel is still in the building, but not sure what call he wants to pick next. Dr. Marcel, it doesn't matter. I'm now punching them blindly. Michelle?
Yes.
You're 27.
Yes. Hi, Adam. Hi, Dr. Marcel.
Hi. We've had the world's worst calls tonight. Please break the chain.
Okay, next week I'm going to go for breast enlargement.
All righty then.
And I'm just nervous about the size that I chose because I want to be like a nice C size. Right now I'm a 36B.
Okay.
And I didn't know if the doctor would be familiar. I chose a 360. And I was just wondering if that would be appropriate for my size and my height.
Well, how tall are you?
I'm 5'2" and a half, and I weigh 113.
What's a 360? Is that like...
She's 5'2" and a half and 100 and how many pounds?
113.
You will be impressive when
is that
done
going
with
to
you.
go to a D, do you think?
You know, cup size is a fashion conspiracy. The same cup size in one outfit is not the same cup size in another outfit. So to focus on just a cup size is probably not the thing you want to do.
But let me ask you this, Marcel. Don't you think the cup size, just in general, I'm not talking about enlargement or anything, don't you think the cup size is more telling than the circumference of the rib cage?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's band size. That's just the circumference of the rib cage, whereas cup size is more indicative of
the size of the actual breast.
Right.
That's why I'm always asking cup. I never go for the size because you could be a 42A.
Be a little disappointed.
And that ain't good.
Yeah.
I'm a 36B right now.
I mean, 360 cc's implants is a very popular size. It's probably right around the median.
It is.
But it all depends on how big you want to be. It depends on what your chest wall looks like, if you've had any kids, how big of a skin envelope you're trying to fill out. There's a lot of variables, and hopefully your doctor is...
I'm going behind the muscle, and I was told that when you go behind, you kind of lose... I mean, it'll look smaller than what you actually choose. Is that true?
The muscle tends to compress the implant down a little, so it can make it not as evident as if you put it just behind the gland. You're going for the saline implant, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah, and the saline implants are unforgiving, so you want to camouflage them as much as you can.
What do you mean unforgiving?
Well, they can show rippling, they can show scalloping, you can see the edges, and so you do want to camouflage them if you can by putting them behind the muscle. I mean, the majority of saline implants are put behind the muscle.
Is this whole thing, I am under the impression that the whole silicone thing is merely a scare that was cooked up by a bunch of effing lawyers.
We're seeing now signs that it's going to blow over, and I think silicone gel is going to make a comeback, actually.
Oh, good. Well, and I mean, it's just amazing that, is Dow Corning bankrupt now because of this?
If they're not already, they will be.
And all these huge class action lawsuits by all these women. First off, here's the deal. I believe that if you go for breast enlargement, all bets are off. This, to me, is like the people who, I don't know, they go bungee jumping and they want to sue. Screw you. You decide, here's what you decide to do. You decide to get stoned, go to a bridge, strap a rubber band to your ankles, and jump off head first. Now the thing snapped, you did a face plant into the rocks, and you're in a wheelchair, and you're looking for people to sue.
Right.
When you go screwing around, when you go skydiving, when you go bungee jumping, when you decide that whatever God gave you wasn't enough, and you want to go up to a nice double D size, and things don't go right, screw you. I mean, unless there's gross negligence. I mean, if the guy's stethoscope, glasses, and pager end up in one breast, and the thing's constantly going off. Hey, has that ever happened?
Not lately.
You think with all the pagers a doctor wear, eventually one would get implanted in the breast. But the point is this: when you're just trying to make yourself bigger in life, and you have some problems down the road. Hey, this is, this comes with the territory.
I mean, a big part of plastic surgery is knowing what you're getting into, getting an informed consent. But I'll be real honest with you, there were a lot of women that had silicone gel implants that were perfectly happy with them, had great results, and they all joined in the lawsuit because they said, shoot, might as well try and make some money on it.
Oh, yeah, right. It's a big, fat, faceless company.
Yeah.
There's millions of dollars here. Billions. I was about to correct myself. There's a bunch of lawyers who was sort of they work under the guise of we're helping the defenseless and protecting the weak. They're just lining their own pockets, and it's sort of hey, just screw them. They got a bunch of money. They're a chemical company, and they cooked up this entire thing. And the reality is it's sort of up there with like the Gulf War syndrome. Yeah, people have some effects. A lot of people get sick anyway, by the way. If you took 10 million women between the ages of 30 and 55,
a certain percentage of them have connective tissue disease. Certain percentage of them are sick and they never had implants.
Certain percentage have headaches that are chronic, that have fatigue syndrome that's chronic. I mean, you just, S happens, as they say. Oh, it makes me sick as a breast-loving man to hear a fine company like Dow being run under by some unscrupulous, vermin-esque lawyers. All right, but let's keep on the breast for a second here, because I believe many of our listeners are interested in this. Guys, for purely masturbatory purposes,
absolutely,
and women, because this potentially could be something they would get into later for the guys' masturbatory purposes. What are my questions? What is the average? You say 36 cc's.
No.
Is that the average?
Volume.
Oh, sorry, 360.
I'd say the average throughout most of the United States probably runs somewhere between 300 and 400 cc's.
And how big is that physically?
330 cc's is a can of Coke.
Oh, I see.
So volume-wise, it's about a can of Coke.
Right. So, would you say that's like somewhere? Let's pick something round. Like, is that somewhere between like an orange and a grapefruit?
Yeah.
Like a big orange?
Yeah, big navel orange.
And how do they do those? What's the biggest one you've ever done?
I don't like to make them too big because I just think they look too unnatural. I think mine is about 550, 600 cc's.
And is that
That's
up
into the double D's?
Is that above the grapefruit and starting to get into the melon, like cantaloupe?
Or the cantaloupe, yeah.
And did you have reservations about doing that? Was the woman a stripper?
She actually became one.
Sure now.
Yeah.
But was this her intention?
I think so. A lot of women come in and they will say they just want it for themselves, and some are looking maybe they think it'll save their marriage, or some of them think, well, there's money in dancing.
And what about, I used to think that way about the money in dancing part too, till I took a realistic look at myself in the nude. What about the ones that just go, and I know you don't do this, but the ones that go, I don't know how many cc's, but it's got to be a 1,000 plus.
Right. When you start getting up above 500-600 cc's, those are starting to become custom implants.
Now, what does that mean?
It means that you have to have them special made by the companies. They just don't offer that as a routine size. They're special ordered.
So you can't just go into the saline manufacturer.
Off the rack.
It's not off the shelf. It's sort of like, Wilt Chamberlain has to have his underwear made.
Yeah.
It's one of these things.
Absolutely.
Now, how do you get something that size into someone who was a C cup or B cup before that?
Well, with the saline implants, because they go in uninflated or just a little bit of saline, you can go in through a small incision and then you gradually add saline and fill up the implant. In some women...
Is saline basically... I thought it was like salt water.
Sterile water. Yeah.
Right.
In some women, trying to put 20 pounds of material into a 5-pound container can be rather tough. So.
And that was not Mike with a cart. That was my penis jumping out of my undershorts. How do you then fill, let's just say there's a woman and she wanted a 950cc chest job. I mean, she wanted to go...
she wants to go exotic.
She wants to go from a C to, carnival-ass size. Obviously, you can't do it in one session. You got to keep. Right. You got to add a little each time, right?
You can.
How do you add?
In something like that, you may want to put in what's called a tissue expander to stretch the skin gradually over time. Or some plastic surgeons tell their patients we're going to do it gradually. We'll put in a certain size, wait till the skin stretches out, and then we'll keep giving you like upgrades.
How about putting how like a bike tire has a valve stem or something?
Right.
How about putting one of those like on their ass? Or maybe not on their ass, but you know what I'm saying? Is there any way to say, not even a valve, but let's just, I'm no plastic surgeon, but I am a dreamer, and here's my idea. There's somebody, they want the 850 or 950cc breast job. Obviously, it's not going to accommodate it because the skin is not stretched out. So you put it in at 450cc's. Now, you don't want to have to cut the whole thing open and take a thing and put a new one in. Is there any way to access this, and just sort of fill it up while it's in place?
One of the companies had, or I think they still have an implant that has a little tube that comes out that you leave through a small nick incision through the skin that comes out of the patient, and over a shorter period of time, you can make the implant somewhat larger, not a lot of volume difference. The trouble is, anything that comes through the skin potentially allows infection to go in, and if the implant gets infected, it's got to come out.
Okay.
It's imperfect.
All right. So you're saying in order to get the women that I see on these novelty videos have had multiple operations.
Absolutely.
Oh, what women go through for my pleasure. It almost brings a tear to my eye when I think about the sacrifices. Not only sacrifices to them, but sacrifices made by men before you in the name of science.
Yeah.
I'm going, I was driving over here. I know we're running late for break, but I have to go back to the dentist tomorrow for a little more root canal. And many people who listen to the show have heard me rant about how technology has steered clear of the dental profession for many years. Many years. You lie down, here's an empty Cheerios box, stuff it in your mouth. We're going to put this ironclad camera against your cheek, and then we'll hide in this bunker while we take a picture. And then you get the drill, you get the poker stick, you got the mirror with it's got a little bend in it. That was a huge breakthrough. Whoever did that is probably, there's probably some big statue in front of some dental institution for the guy who decided to bend the mirror a little bit. Same shot, same Novocaine, same everything. And I was driving in and I was thinking, I'm going to see Marcel tonight. And everyone, just think about this for a second. Go back 30 years. Go back 40 years, or hell, even go back 20 years. Where was plastic surgery then? I mean, think about how far plastic surgery, collagen injections, nose jobs, facelifts, peels, breast augmentation, whatever it is, liposuction. Think about what can be done. Hell, look at Jessica Hahn, for Christ's sake. Think about what can be done by not only just an average plastic surgeon. Forget this surgeon of the stars. Just an average plastic surgeon here in 1997, and what could be done from a plastic surgery standpoint after World War II. I mean,
completely different.
Complete night and day, right? Totally different technology. Now, compare that to dentistry. Exactly the same. Exactly. Same thing, different calendar. They used to have one where it said buy bonds or something on it, but now there's like, Hooters girls or whatever. Actually, that'd be good. But has not touched. The technology has not been a good friend to dentistry. All right, I hope the dentist isn't listening. He's going to take it out on me tomorrow.
I began to float up and away from my body.
Lady, you better get back here. If you're not here when LoveLine returns, they're going to be pissed.
Float.
Matthew.
And Ira.
And Daniel.
From Not a Surf, and you're listening to Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on LoveLine.
Hey, it's Not a Surf, one of the bands Ric Ocasek produced. Oh, Engineer Mike, give him a raise.
Who's him?
Mike, you don't get paid. There's no change involved with your hourly wage, is there? It's not like $9.35 or anything. Yeah, I don't know how much Engineer Mike makes. If it's over $10, it's a crime. But the thing is, I've just figured this out. When there's change involved with your hourly rate, it's a bad sign. Would you agree with that, Marcel?
Absolutely.
Dr. Marcel is a very esteemed plastic surgeon. He is sitting in for Dr. Drew tonight. He is a friend of Dr. Drew's. You've known him for many years.
Long time.
Were you? Did you meet him in school?
We met in medical school. We were roommates.
Oh.
Yeah, we lived together.
That's
for a
right.
year.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's quite a contrast.
Oh, yeah.
Because Marcel, to his credit, there's a lot of people that sort of, they become their occupation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of like sort of old lady school teacher types who are old lady school teacher types when they get home. They feed their cats. They check the TV guide to see what the parental listings are, decide if maybe that wouldn't be suitable for them, and that sort of thing.
Right.
Marcel is not this kind of guy. Marcel has a very unique combination and is one I admire. And is one that you usually only see in movies, like in movies where they get some hot Hollywood starlet, but she is the world's foremost expert on Russian ballistic capabilities. Let's say. Well, that never happens because really hot, leggy, beautiful women don't give a rat's hiney about ballistics, and they're too busy going on dates, getting laid, having a good time, and hanging out with rock bands. Marcel over here is a guy who somehow has the smarts and the ability to go all the way through med school and, of course, all the schooling before that and all the dedication and hours and heartache it takes to get to where he is today, but has a little bit of that playful side to him. Enjoys a cigar, a good-looking blonde, a rock concert.
Yeah.
So you're sort of having your cake and eating it as well.
I think a big problem that a lot of doctors have, and it's not just plastic surgeons, but a lot of doctors, we tend to lose touch with being a person as well as a physician.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because all you guys insist on the doctor title in front of your name, which is just a ridiculous notion, or I should say ridiculous. I mean, whenever you go to a restaurant, you'll always hear, Dr. Jankowitz, please, doctor. Just say Jankowitz. I mean, there are guys in there that are lawyers. There are guys in there who are professors. There are other people in there with highfalutin degrees. They don't insist on being called by their title in front of their name. And I think doctors, and this is part of that whole thing where it becomes their life.
It also helps put a little bit of barrier between them and their patients, which
it's very interesting.
It keeps it. They see it as a way of keeping it less personal and
more formal.
Right.
Right. It's why school teachers don't let you call them Jim.
Yeah.
Because the guy's name is Jim Bernard, but you have to call him Mr. Bernard because if you call him Jim, then next thing you know, you'd be breaking wind in the class and going, hey, Jim, isn't that funny? And you'd be screwing around with the guy. They have to keep a certain distance, sort of why the drill sergeant doesn't sleep right in there in the bunks with his enlisted men. All right, I understand that, but not Marcel. He's an everyman's doctor. Ann, 18.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. My situation's kind of confusing to explain, so kind of bear with me.
All right.
Okay. There's this guy that I met about a year ago, and he doesn't live around me, so we decided to write letters and call a lot. And he's told me he loves me and everything and all that. And we've talked about having sex and everything and all. And he came to visit a while ago, and we got pretty far, but we didn't have sex. And the thing is, he's got a fiancée.
Mm-hmm. Surprise.
How old is he?
He's 21.
And where'd you meet him?
Like through friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And how far away does he live?
A few hours.
Uh-huh.
But see,
how'd you find out he has a fiancée?
He didn't tell me this for a few months after I first knew him.
Well, I'm floored. I can't imagine that.
Well, I mean, he told me he loved me and everything, and he's so genuine about it all.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I say I worry about him getting caught in his fiancée and all that. But see, he says for me not to worry about it.
Mm-hmm. But he's already lied to you.
Well, he didn't. I never asked him. I just assumed that he didn't have one. And then all of a sudden he told me, and it just like shocked me.
So he didn't lie.
Well, I never asked because since he was telling me all this.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yes, this is still lying, by the way, Ann.
Well, okay.
When you enter a relationship and you're involved in another relationship and you withhold that information, even if you're not asked, it's assumed by most decent people that when you're involved with someone, you're involved with someone, and that there isn't another person on the horizon. So
he gets mad at me when if I don't tell him something.
What's up with you that it's okay for you to go out with a guy who's going out with somebody else?
See, I didn't know that, so
All right, but now you know.
Yeah, I know.
So why is that okay with you?
I'm not going out with him. He's just a really, really good friend.
That you almost had sex with.
Well, yeah.
All right.
But see, I don't know.
What is your question?
I just don't know what I should do, if I should keep talking to him and being friends and all this, but I don't know. I'm just confused about it.
All right, well, you don't really have any reason to be friends with him. Do you?
Oh, I don't know. He's a nice guy, and I like him a lot.
Do friends lie to friends?
Not usually.
Oh, that was good. Ann.
Mm-hmm.
You're interested in this guy.
Well, yes.
Okay, so stop hiding behind this whole friend thing.
Okay.
Okay, because you have plenty of friends, and this guy doesn't even live in town.
Well.
Right.
Right.
Okay, forget it. He's a liar. He's a manipulator. He's in a relationship right now. And I'm guessing I give the marriage 9 months once they do get married.
See, it's easy for you to say that to not be friends with him, but I don't know.
Listen, you're just kidding yourself, though. The only reason you want to be friends with him is so that you can be intimate with him again. You have feelings for him.
Well.
Of course you have feelings for him.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that he would be more than willing to oblige you.
Well, because he's a guy.
Sure. If you guys got together, there would be something physical, right?
Most likely, yes.
Okay. So stop worrying about the whole friendship part.
Mm-hmm.
You have friends that live near you.
Yeah.
This guy's older, he's engaged, and he lives way out of town.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you're interested in him?
Well.
Yes.
I'm interested to the fact that I don't know, I like him and all, but I'm not waiting on him, and I'm looking for other guys.
All right, so I'm going to answer your question. Move on with your life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to see the guy, then tell him and his fiancée to come over and hang out.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
If you see him alone, there's going to be sex involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Well, I've seen him alone.
And there was sex involved.
Almost.
Okay, good enough. And stop kidding yourself. You're not fooling anybody.
Okay.
Just go find a guy who's unattached and have a relationship with him.
Well, I will.
Can you do that?
I'm trying.
Is there a problem that you can't meet guys who aren't attached?
Well, no, I just have problems.
What are your problems?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping guys around and, I don't know. It's just, I haven't had that many relationships to begin with.
Right. So anything sounds good.
Well, I'm picky. I'm picky.
No. You're just scared of being intimate with somebody. Because so you got let down somewhere along the way.
A few times.
When did your dad leave?
I still have my dad.
Oh, yeah?
We're not divorced.
What's wrong with him?
Nothing.
You get along with him fine?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
He's a cool dad.
Uh-huh. He gives you his pot and everything?
Something like that.
All right. I could get to the bottom of if we didn't have to go commercial, I'll get to the bottom of Ann and her pot. I know there's something up there. Listen, all you idiots out there who think anything is better than nothing, it's not. There's a lot of people, it's sad. A lot of people have been there in their life. They don't have much going on in terms of relationships. They haven't had much going on in terms of relationships. So they figure, look, this guy's got a wife, or this guy's, he's got a family, he's got kids, and he's willing to dedicate 10% of his time to me. Yeah. That's 10% more than I got. So do the math. Isn't that good? It's not. Ultimately, you end up getting hurt, and it ends up lowering your self-esteem even more. The reason you're with a married guy is because you have bad self-esteem.
Yeah.
And this process just sort of keeps it down very slowly. It's a very slow death. All right, Ann, find someone who's in town and start a normal relationship. You deserve it. Sell the hell out of the next call, would you, Dr. Marcel?
Well, we've got Brett on line 1, whose girlfriend doesn't like to receive oral sex from him.
We'll get to the bottom of that after this.
Why don't you try rapping it this time?
Yo, kick some flavor and stuff in LoveLine. I'll be right back in a minute.
I'm sorry, that was really bad.
You're just not street like me.
Yes, it is LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Marcel, fitting in. That's the second time I've done that. I think it's a gay Freudian slip. Filling in quite nicely for the departed Dr. Drew, who's on another one of his many vacations.
Must be nice.
Drew is one of these guys. It's like, if you likened it to eating, you would say that he lives off matzah and tap water for months on end, and then sits down to the biggest, beautiful buffet you've ever seen. Drew tortures himself for 3 months straight. Works 75 hours a week, gets strung out, doesn't sleep, starts falling apart, and then goes on these amazing vacations.
And re-energizes.
I like to slip a little vacation into every working day. That is my approach to life.
Or at least a good nap.
A good nap. And I always know the nap is good if I have saliva on the pillow and erection in the shorts when I wake up. That means I really got into my REM. Yeah, I'll tell you something funny. We're on a hiatus with the TV show over the summer. And when our last day of shooting, we everyone sort of packed up this, go. Everyone hugged everyone and said, yeah, we'll see you in September. And everyone sort of, I had to pack up my dressing room. I don't know, I had a couple of notebooks and a magazine or something, but a big pillow. And I came walking out from the dressing room, and the producers came up to me and said, hey, what's up with this? It's like a huge pillow I had under my arm. I'm like, what's up with that? I said, I brought that first day. And they're like, why'd you bring a pillow to work? I nap. You nap? Yeah, in between shows. It's like, great, paying this guy a ton of money. I mean, bringing a pillow to work, it just, I think they're satisfied with the job I do over there, but it's still kind of a bad sign when you're leaving essentially your office and the boss catches you carrying essentially bedding out to the car. That's just a bad sign. But Drew gets all his misery in about 3 months at a time, and then basically chills out. Although, between the wife and the kids, I don't frankly know what kind of vacation that is. Yeah. I've told Drew on many occasions to fake his own death and get himself out of the hole that he's dug. He's in too deep. I'm telling you, between Susan and the triplets and the multiple nannies and the pager going off every 15 seconds, and when he's not doing some sort of a commencement address at his former high school, he's lecturing over here, or he's doing an interview over there, or he's the pager's going off at 4:30 in the morning and someone's got angina pain. He's in way too deep. A lot of guys, I could say, hey, just scale it down a little bit.
That's not like him.
Yeah, and I don't, like I said, he's in too far. I don't think he could do that.
Yeah.
You know what he's like? He's like a drug czar. He's like a drug kingpin in Bolivia who's already has, the big house on the hill, and he's got all the flunkies working for him and the henchmen, and he can't stop now. He can't just scale down and move into he'd be killed the second he went out into the streets of Colombia. Now he needs like a bigger house and more guards, and it just keeps growing. That's why I say fake the death.
Or change your appearance with plastic surgery.
Let me talk to you about that for a second. First off, what can you do for me?
You're a striking-looking man. I wouldn't change.
Did you hear that? How about like a brow reduction? I got a lot of brow on me. Could you do something with the brow? Thank you. All right, but let me ask you this. What if I became some sort of fugitive, and because of the bond we have here on the radio, it was one of these things like that Harrison Ford movie. Somebody please jump in. I can't think of the name. Was it Fugitive? What the hell was that Harrison?
That would be The Fugitive.
The Fugitive, sorry. All right, so it is. The problem is I shot my wad by saying fugitive, and then I had to think of the name of the movie, and I'd already used up the word fugitive. If something like that happened to me, could you change me around so that I wouldn't be recognizable?
You could change enough things that people would maybe have a tough time recognizing you, or frankly, if you really wanted to go for a drastic change. You change eye color, hair color, you put in cheek implants, you change your nose, you get liposuction.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Graph his butt and put it on his face.
That's right.
Make him a big old hairy monster.
Be the dog face boy. Be Cousin It, who smells like something that rhymes with it. Brett, you're 17.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Good.
I got a question. My girlfriend, she doesn't like me going down on her. She's okay while we're making out, but when it comes to that, she's like, no, I don't want that.
Mm-hmm. Are you having sex?
No, she doesn't get down like that.
So she doesn't want a few things, right?
Huh?
There's more than one thing that she's not comfortable with.
Well, I guess so, but we used to do it like a long time ago because we've gone out for a long time, like on and off.
So you used to perform oral sex on her?
Yeah, sometimes.
But now she doesn't want it anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, you must have been good. There's no harder thing for a 17-year-old than to sort of retard sexually.
Regress.
Yeah, I mean, you're so used to advancing. I know, you look at it as psychological terms. I look at it as automotive terms. You either advance or you retard the timing. But, it's like you're 15, you got to second base. You're 16, you caught yourself a field downstairs. Now you're 16 and a half, you're no longer a virgin, and you think things are just going to keep moving up. To actually be set back is got to be rough.
Yeah, it is sometimes.
And why do you think she has stopped this, Brett, after letting you do it?
I have no idea. See, I live in Tucson right now. I came here about 5 years ago, and then about 10 months ago I moved by Dallas. And then I moved back spring break not too long ago. And we just started going out about 2 months ago. And from then on, she's like, hadn't been getting into it.
Right. All right. Here's what's happened. You were going out, and then you moved away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's scared you're going to leave again.
Okay.
I mean, maybe not logically, but in her subconscious mind, she's frightened that you're going to go, and she doesn't want to become intimate or real intimate with you again because she doesn't want that bond torn away like it was already.
Okay, but the funny part is that she met a guy while I was gone that lived in the same town I did, or by the same town I did.
That's hysterical.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I didn't know if she had anything going on between him or what.
Put it this way, Brett.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you and I don't know her. I certainly can tell you, and Marcel, you've had many years of dating under your belt. You can chime in when you like. When a woman starts either doing this or not doing that sexually, it's attached to something psychological, more often emotional.
Right, she's pulling back, she's holding back because she's not into the relationship.
Right.
Well, I didn't ask her out. She asked me out, so...
Okay, but she still may be frightened that you'll break apart from her again and move again.
All right.
So there's really nothing you can do sexually. It's just emotionally you have to win her trust again, and then things will open up sexually.
With any luck, yeah.
Yeah, see? See, he's a doctor, but first he's a man.
We were going to help you, but you don't need our help. No, you don't. You have LoveLine, and you're a bunch of sickos. LoveLine will be right back.
And you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Can I go now?
Well, Bob, I gotta. Ann, if you spoke to Bob anytime, no, I'll call him. He called me from Detroit like 3 weeks ago or something, and he told me he has to come on the show, and I guess he will. I just haven't called him, so we'll work that out. Yes.
Yeah, I'd love it. He's a great guest.
How old do you think Bobcat Goldthwait is, Dr. Marcel?
Mid to late 40s.
Okay. That's not bad.
Good answer.
He's 34.
Really?
There's nothing I love better than guess Bobcat's age, because it pisses him off to no end because he listens to the show all the time. And he's told me, no, you could kick his ass, but he's told me a couple of times that he was like in, Maryland, driving across like the world's third longest bridge or something, and hearing the Guess Bobcat's age segment on LoveLine. It's at 2 a.m, and people calling on 57, 58, and he said he wanted to drive into the water. All right, Dr. Marcel, a fine job as usual. Tomorrow night, we will have the Goo Goo Dolls in here, as well as Dr. Marcel for one more night. And until then, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Marcel saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure. If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy. LoveLine producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Sit, Ubu.